Greetings, this is the Question GM. Today is day 8 for RPG Day 2021. And the word of the day is stream. Before the likes of Critical Role had taken by storm, I actually used to listen to playthroughs on podcasts before the streaming era began. But even those I eventually stopped. I don't watch any streams. Watching streams is just not exactly my sort of thing. Or maybe I just much rather be playing than watching someone else play. However, that doesn't mean that live play streams are worthless in my eyes, and I still think there are some streams that I would want to watch. So the only way for me to broach this topic is my worthless feedback on streams from someone who doesn't watch streams. My biggest barrier with streams is easily the time factor. Despite the quality of streams such as Critical Role, sitting for 4 hours a week is just too much to ask from me. I think streams within 2 hours are still manageable, but I have to admit that the events that I really care about only last for about an hour. There's just too much chatter, fodder, and pacing issues that makes some of these streams harder to stay engaged with. I do realize that not a lot can happen within 2 hours of play, so I would love to see an abridged version of longer streams down to a more manageable time frame. I know other well-followed streams will have their own clippers, and I think the value of clippers for these streams would be invaluable in making not only these streams more accessible to me, but also not to miss the best parts of a stream. Another thing I wish is there are more streams that were demonstrative rather than performative. Don't get me wrong, some of these streams are meant to be entertaining, but I think there's a niche space for streams to help with the learning, exploration, and discussion of new or other games. The format is pretty much the same, but just tooled and produced with a different intention and priority. Streams or recorded plays can be a good tool for teaching the game, because they show how the game works on the table rather than how we read them from the text. I know there are some companies that have adopted to stream their latest games, but I think there is more value in using those streams for demonstrating as much as marketing. The closest I've seen of this, which isn't a stream but a recorded play, was my participation in Runeslinger's Star Trek Adventures campaign with Ron Edwards. There's an effort being put into showing the rules in action, and even admitting when those rules were misapplied. Adding to that was the reflection videos we made, which also informs what was going on in our heads as players and game master, which I think answers even more questions of what's it like to play or run the game than what we see on camera. That to me, I think are streams worth watching. So those are some of my thoughts on streams. What do you think about streams? If you have any recommendation of a stream I should check out, leave them in the comments below. If you would like to participate in RPG A Day 2021, you can refer to the links in the description. Or you can use the RPG A Day 2021 tag to find a stream of RPG A Day content. So this is the Question GM for now, and I'll see you on day 9.